It's 5:20 in the morning, and I just saw you. I was lying in bed, pitch dark, and I was like on my phone. I'm like, oh, Carolyn's live, and I saw you did this battle thing, and Carolyn, wait, she's writing something. Oh, I got off early. Oh, okay. Hey, listen, Carolyn, I want to tell. I got your number, and I think we should talk. But then you said you woke up at 2 in the afternoon. I was like, how is this going to work with our time zones to talk to each other? Since you're in New Jersey and I'm way over here in Italy. But I thought it would be cool because, I don't know much about all the technology. Like I've never done one of those battle things. I don't know if they're worth it. I don't really understand what's happening. It seems like people are just sitting there. So I went to the other guy's live, you were doing the battle. So I pressed on his name and I realized that he had muted you, or like you're talking away, but we couldn't hear you from his angle. So I don't like you. And so I went back to your live and I could hear you talking and saying all this fun stuff. And so I just find the whole TikTok battle thing to be kind of weird. I don't understand it. Maybe you can help me to understand it. I don't know. Hey, YouTube, thanks for coming in. You have a question, says LOL. Of course, instead of saying that you have a question, just ask your question here on YouTube. Just ask it. All right, hold on. I'm not sure if Carolyn wants to come in or not. Let me see if she's here and wants to say hello. She's going to bed, and that's okay. That's okay. Okay, hold on. I have to go over here and just do something for a second. 1 second, guys. I just realized I have to refresh my page and all of this stuff. Hold on. We have somebody named Rosie here who wants to come in. Let me see if I should let Rosie come and talk to me. She has 25 followers. But it doesn't seem like she cares about the animals or anyone beyond herself. I don't see anything that says, I love animals, or I'm trying to be kind to the animals or whatever. So I don't know if I should let her in. A lot of these people are spammers. Yes, Sophie, you have a question. You have a question. I understand. Ask your question, sweetheart. Just ask it. Just give me 1 second. I have to put this listed for, or hold on, just a sec. Yeah, okay, just a sec. I have to put this here. Oh, I can't do that. Wait, what? Hold on. Sorry, guys, just give me a second. Okay, I see what's happening. So because I had a live stream that I forgot to put public. So I was just sort of talking to myself. Anyway, okay, what are you writing? Somebody writes, what is the one person not eating non-vegan food gonna do? Because what is the one person not eating non-vegan food gonna do? There's a lot of negatives there. Just because one person doesn't eat animals doesn't mean they won't stop killing them. Yeah, but if you were the victim, if you were the one that people were about to come and eat, what would you say? You would say, don't eat me. And because it only matters to that one life at the time. And if everybody starts to become kind and vegan, of course the world will change. No rodeo hats, please. TikTok, I don't want that. Do not put rodeo hats on my head. That is something that I dread. Put a chicken on my shoulder instead. Much cuter, much nicer, much sweeter. All right, let's go over here for 1 sec. All right. Okay, now we can get everybody here on TikTok and YouTube to everybody to comment. There we go. Okay, so let's go over here and see who we can meet. Let's see who's the next person. Next person's name is Tyler. Tyler has 29 followers, and in his bio it says that he's eating a bacon sandwich, but he wants to come in and read a card. So my experience with people like that is that they're not here in good faith. They don't really care, because of all the things you could write in your bio, like I'm trying to save the planet, or I'm trying to help build wheelchair ramps for people, or I'm trying to help the elderly who are homeless. Like, of all the things that Tyler could have put in his bio, he chose to write that he's eating bacon. So I'm not going to talk to somebody like that, because this is not a person of quality. We are looking for kind people. And in fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually tap on Tyler's name and I'm going to mute him. I don't want to hear from Tyler anymore. I only want to hear from kind people. So Tyler, I cannot see your comments ever again. You're going to have to open a new account if you want to contact me. Let's go to somebody else, though. This person's name is Ireland, and Ireland has 16 followers and absolutely no bio either. So we are looking to talk to adults who can read and who actually care about the animals. So that's the first ones I've seen. Next one, Rosie. Rosie has 467 followers. Do I trust Rosie? Rosie's bio says, at Yunche, your local cat's eye fan, I'm taller. Okay, so obviously I'm not going to talk to Rosie either. She can't even write a normal sentence. She doesn't have punctuation in there. And she's talking about who's taller, completely silly and irrelevant. Not gonna talk to you, Rosie. Gonna talk to people who have an account that shows that they have some sort of quality. Now I have somebody named Evan. Evan wants to come in and talk to me on TikTok. He wants to come in and say hello. He has 450 followers. He doesn't have a bio, so he didn't write anything about himself like, I want to save the world. I want to save the animals. He doesn't write anything like, let's all pick up the garbage on the streets. He doesn't advocate to help anyone at all. So we're looking for people to come into the live stream who are going to say that they care about others. So guys, tap on the screen, share some love. And Evan, I'm not going to come in and talk to you because your bio is not complete. There's not enough evidence that you are a kind person or interested in helping the world. Let's go to the next one. Next one is Luca. Luca has 208 followers. Also, no bio. What's that, TikTok? You think I should give Evan a try? Why? Do you guys know him? Okay, I'll try. Let's see what Evan has to say. Maybe we can persuade Evan to change his account to something that's a little bit more positive. In the meantime, guys, over here on TikTok and on YouTube, thanks for subscribing. Thanks for pressing the like button. And thank you also for sharing the live stream. Hi, Evan. I see you here in the box. Hi, Evan. Do you know how to read?
I do know how to read, yes.
Okay, would you like to read this card? Hey, thank you for the chicken.
I'll read the card.
Aw, thank you so much for the chicken, guys. That's my favorite decoration. That and the swan.
That was very sweet to send the chicken, guys.
Yeah, because the only time we ever see chickens are when they're dead in the grocery store. So when a chicken comes on my shoulder here, even though it's just a cartoon chicken, it's so cute. Thank you. All right, here's a card. We're learning today about cows. This is question 232. Can you read this, please?
Is it true that baby boy cows are killed and their stomachs are ripped out to make some cheeses? Do I read the answer? Yes. Okay. Sadly, yes. People kidnap and murder them to steal their rennet, an enzyme that comes from the stomach of these baby cows. And then it says oat milk and soy milk. Right. So did you know that they do this to the baby cows? I did not. How does it make you feel knowing this, that we are treating animals so terribly? It's very sad. Mm-hmm. Do you eat animals still? Upsetting. It is upsetting. If you're a normal person, it sounds like you have a good heart, so that's a good start. We're here to try to end factory farming, but also all usage of animals. Not just factory farming, but the usage of any animals. Vegans are against oppressing animals. We don't steal from them. We don't steal their fur, their feathers, their body, their lives, their friends. We don't steal the freedom of animals. We do our best not to oppress them. What do you think about that? I can't hear you, Evan. I think you muted yourself. You're lagging on my end. Hello? Okay, sorry about that. I didn't know that I was lagging. I just asked you, how do you feel about the definition of veganism? Do you think that you should be vegan? I think I could try it. Okay, so why would you want to try it? Can you just wait 1 second, please? I just want to what's the word I'm looking for? I just want to react quickly to Jay. Thank you for the $5 and thank you for the profound question. I don't want to get into it here, but the answer is essentially yes. Yeah, so thanks for asking.
Um, what were you saying? I'm sorry, Evan, what were you saying? Why would you want to try to become vegan?
It's a little upsetting what they do to the animals.
Mm-hmm. Just a little?
Not just a little, but it is.
Right. Guys, I want you to tap on the screen. We have 7,000 likes. Let's go up by another 1,000 because we do have somebody here who is seemingly like a kind person. All right. So you know what happens to the cows. Here, can you read
Yes,
this?
guys, I'm very kind. I'm kind, guys.
Can you read this?
The dairy industry rapes mother cows, kidnaps their babies, murders the boys, steals their milk, repeats the cycle over and over because people keep buying milk, cheese, yogurt, and ice cream. Drink soy milk instead.
Mm-hmm. So should you drink soy milk instead?
Yes! What about almond milk?
You can drink almond milk if you want to. It's just not as high in protein. The best one is soy, and oat milk are okay.
What do you think about pescatarians?
Why are you asking me that?
Well, isn't it kind of close to veganism? But you eat fish, so.
So did you hear what I said about animals before?
I did, yes.
What did I say about what do vegans do?
I didn't know if you had anything against pescatarians, so.
What do you mean? Do pescatarians hurt animals?
I mean fish, so.
Is a fish an animal or like a pencil? Do fish feel pain?
What?
Do fish feel pain?
Probably, yeah.
Probably. Have you
Yeah,
ever
but
tried?
sushi is good.
Have you ever tried to catch a fish? And you know what they do? They swim away. They're scared. How do you think you
No, I
would
don't
feel? How do you think you would
touch
feel?
fish.
How do you think you would feel if somebody put a hook in your mouth and dragged you underwater to die?
Yeah, but what if it's catch and release?
You didn't answer my question.
How do I feel? I don't know.
You don't know? Okay, I'm going to hang up on you then because you're lying. You know absolutely that it would terrify you if you had a hook in your mouth and somebody put you underwater to die. You would be terrified. Thank you very much for the octopus in my head. And by the way, octopus are fascinating creatures who are very, very sensitive, and they're intelligent, extremely intelligent. We should never be eating them. We have no place to go into the ocean and go into their environment. It's not ours. Hi, thank you for the chicken on my shoulder and head. Thank you so much. Big heart to you. Big hug to you. Very sweet of you. I love seeing that. Guys, let's tap on the screen. All right, so our friend Evan, it turned out he's at the early stages. He got a few clicks, but then of course he did the thing that a lot of people do. They start to ask stupid questions. Like I just explained, here is what happens to the animals. Vegans don't exploit animals. We don't kill them. We don't scare them. We don't hurt them. And he's like, but what about pescatarians? So then I said, do fish feel pain? Not sure. What? Fish want to live. Fish have a right to live, and we have no right to hurt them. And you know that if we did what we do to fish, if we did that to dogs, everyone would be horrified. Imagine if we tried to trick a dog. Let's say you're on a tall building, and you put down a fishing rod, and at the bottom of it, you put a piece of some kind of food that a dog would like. A dog bites it. And then you've got the dog and you've got a hook in the dog's mouth and you reel the dog up. Imagine if you did that in a city somewhere. I caught a dog. I caught a dog on this fishing line. Look at me. Yay. And you start putting pictures on Instagram. How fucked up is that? Everyone would be mortified. The dog flailing away, terrified, and have a hook in their mouth. And then this idiot, Evan, asks, but what about catch and release? So think about the example I just gave you about the dog. Would it be okay to catch and release a dog that way? Or a kitten, a cat? You go on a tall building, you put a long fishing rod down in front of everybody, you put a little piece of food. Cat, food. Oh, and now you've got the hook in their mouth. Now you're going to reel them up the tall building, everybody watching. Cat flinging around, crying, screaming in total agony. But oh, what Evan would do, Evan would take the hook out and release the cat. Yay, Evan. Good work. Yeah, catch and release. Did you actually have to ask me that question, Evan? You knew the answer. And it's the tone in which you asked it. You know, that's the part. Yeah, but what about catch and release? Let's go to the next one. Actually, let's read this one over again. Just so for those of you who are new, you can see what Evan just read. Evan just read, is it true that baby boy cows are killed and their stomachs are ripped out to make some cheeses? Baby cows, baby boy cows, killed. Baby boy cows, they're no different than puppies. It is absolutely unforgivable what we do to animals. And they used to make some cheeses. Sadly, yes, people kidnap and murder them to steal their rennet, an enzyme that comes from the stomach of these baby cows. So, should you be vegan? Absolutely. Should you be vegan today? Yes, because if you were the victim, you would want somebody to save you. Factory farming must end, and not just factory farming, but all use of animals. Do not hurt animals. Do not exploit them. We can do better than that. We can be a good society, a kind people. Guys, thank you for being here on YouTube. I have two phones going right now. I have my YouTube going over here, and I have TikTok over here. And I'm here in Italy. If you've never met me before, I'm Miss Katie, and I'm That Vegan Teacher. And I'm here to remind you that you were born vegan. You, all of you, were born vegan. I know what you're thinking. No, it wasn't. But you were. Because the word vegan means that you don't hurt animals. And when you were born, you never hurt animals. And as you became a little baby and you were crawling and you saw animals, you always wanted to pet them. You always found them so cute. And you watched Disney movies, every animal, you even had stuffed toy animals. Similar to this. Probably you didn't have a little pig, but maybe you did. Animals are here with us, not for us. Remember that sentence when you become vegan. So the point here of coming to this channel, if you want to come and read a card, is you are practicing to be a vegan teacher. Not just to be vegan, but to teach veganism, to be not cowardly, to be brave, and to tell people as it is. Now, it's a difficult job because I cannot see the faces of people on social media. So I don't know if you're getting it or if you're not, and I don't know how old you are. When I teach in the classroom, I can scan the students and I can quickly see who's doing this, who has a stomach ache, and I'm not going to bother them, not going to call on them for an answer. I can also look in the classroom and see who's sitting up straight and just like, wide-eyed, like really understanding. Here, I can't do that. Can't see you guys. But I do thank you all for being here, for doing your best to get your clicks. It takes 100 clicks until you're vegan. 100 light bulb moments in your head where you go, oh, shit, I really have to be vegan. But then you'll quickly erase that because you'll think, oh no, my friends aren't vegan, my family isn't vegan, the people in the world are not vegan, I can't do it. And then you'll get another click the next time you come to the live. And eventually you'll realize you'll get stronger and stronger, and you will do it. You can do it, and it's your moral responsibility to do it. Let me read this super chat here. Thank you for the $10 super chat. And the person writes, I'm actually a trained psychiatrist, and I work with a lot of vegans who suffer from dystopia. It is a real issue. People don't Okay, it's a real issue, people. Don't underestimate it. Jay, I'm going to write your name down. Probably have to see you. Jay. Jay Fitz. Well, I don't think you're a real psychiatrist because you don't have a psychiatric type name, but you should. I'm very happy that you came here. Very glad that you came here to talk about dystopia. I am definitely suffering from dystopia, the anguish of living vegan in a non-vegan world. But what do we do when we see the animals suffer? What do we do every time we walk past a McDonald's and we know that these cows and pigs and chickens that are in there lived lifetimes of hell on factory farms? And I know what you guys are thinking. No, the Big Mac I'm eating had a great life. Fuck that. It is completely untrue, and you are lying to yourself. Every single bite of an animal that you ate died begging for their life. Big eyes, looking at the machines coming at them, looking at the humans there, smelling the blood, seeing the blood of all of their friends before them, and they are fucking terrified. And when you put that in your body, what does that do to you? Why would you want to put so much suffering inside of you? So it's not just about closing the factory farms. It's about ending animal exploitation. Just don't exploit animals. Do you understand what that means? It simply means you don't take things from them that don't belong to you. Their freedom, their body, their family members, their joy. We have no right to hurt animals. And anyone who hurts animals, knowing what they go through, is a despicable human. That's just a fact. You cannot call yourself a good person if you deliberately go in a grocery store and pick up someone's dismembered body and put that in your shopping cart. You cannot call yourself a good person because you are not a good person. You are a cruel person. You on TikTok, you on YouTube. You have a moral responsibility to be vegan. Let me read the next one here. Vincent, thank you for the $9.99 donation. And you write, genuine question. How should I respond when someone argues against abortion when we don't want baby cows killed out of mother cows? You tell them that you're not here to talk about abortion. That's a separate issue. And you can be vegan whether you are for abortion or against abortion. You all know that the matter is extremely complex. I am pro-choice. I am a person who believes that, of course, we don't want to go around and kill babies. But the mother is more important than a bunch of cells together, an embryo. Ideally, you're not having sex with people unless you are prepared to be a parent. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. See, I'm 61 and I don't have the same sex drive that I used to. But I remember back in the day, and I know what it's like when you're really attracted to somebody. But your responsibility is to not have sex with somebody unless you are prepared to be a parent with that person. So freaking close your legs, push your penis back down, zip yourself up, and don't be having sex with people unless you are prepared to be a parent. Then you will never need an abortion. But if it does happen that you are in that situation, there is the morning after pill, and use it. Hope I answered your question. Let me go to this next one. This is a $5 super chat. Chicken wrote, a fetus is a fetus terrified of the same procedure? That's a great question. An embryo is different than a fetus. And I'm actually not here to talk about humans and whether humans should be aborted or not. That's not my subject. I can tell you this for sure, though. The more humans that are appearing on the planet, the more the animals are suffering. Every time we bring a new human to this planet, we open up another space for another animal to be suffering on a factory farm because 99% of the people, probably even more, are not vegan. So every time you bring a new life into this planet, you're doing a terrible thing. You're destroying the planet. Does this mean that I never want to have any more grandchildren? It's a tough one, right? Because of course I love my grandchildren. But it's important to raise your children as vegan. 100% important, and you can do it. And for everybody watching, there's 1,100 of you guys on YouTube right now, and 400 of you, 429 of you guys on TikTok. Remember to take your B12 pill, just a tiny little pill, costs 5 cents. Take your pill. It's good for you, and it's even good for people who eat meat, but it is essential for vegans. And I would rather take a B12 pill to make sure that I stay healthy than pay somebody to cut the head off animals, to terrify them for life. It's just a no-brainer. Other than that, you can get all of the nutrients that you need from plants. Plants have protein. Let me go to the next one. Sorry if I'm missing some, guys. This person writes, excuse me. Thank you for the $5 donation. You're right. Pro-choice but pro-animal seems like hypocrisy. No, it's not hypocrisy. I'm against suffering. I'm against abusing somebody. I'm against commodifying them. You can be on either side of the abortion issue, and you can justify what you're doing as a vegan. I'm going to go, oh, shoot, I'm so sorry. I waited too long for the yellow one. Damn it, I thought I had more time. I'm so sorry. There was a yellow one on the screen, and I didn't get to read it. Did you guys read it? It's gone. Shit, I'm so sorry. I'm trying to read them all. Hold on. Joshua. Thank you, Joshua, for the $27.99 super chat. The orange ones stay longer. I know the blue ones go quickly, so I'm trying to balance that out. Oh, maybe I'm talking too much on each one. Sorry about that. Okay, super chat. By the way, thanks also to you guys over here on TikTok. Keep on tapping to save the animals. Thank you, Colleen, for all the little roses. Thanks to everyone who is putting the decorations on the screen to help support end the animal holocaust that is going on right now. It is a holocaust. A holocaust is destruction on a mass scale, and that is what the animals are suffering through. It is despicable, disgusting, horrific, and completely preventable. Okay, just one second. Josh writes, I have farm chickens, but their eggs are completely vegan. Not sure what you mean by that. And if they are not, I leave the eggs alone. Oh, okay, the chickens are vegan, I guess you said. Alone and let them hatch. I know when they are fertile and when they are not, as they have veins. Okay, you have farm chickens. We shouldn't be farming chickens. Chickens are not objects to be bought or sold. Chickens are sentient beings. They have a right to their own bodies. They have a right to be free. And we should not be commodifying them, utilizing them, and exploiting them. So if you say you have chickens, I hope that you have completely open fencing and the chickens can just do what they like. But you should not be breeding them in the first place. And if you do have chickens on your property, it's a difficult situation that you're in now, right? Because they could get eaten by foxes if you don't protect them. So I don't know what your situation is. If maybe for some reason, if you rescue a chicken, for example, a chicken that fell off of a truck and was about to be killed, that's different. Then you have a responsibility to build a home indoors, or not indoors, but like some sort of a shelter outside. In the winter, bring them inside, because chickens have a right to live and not freeze to death outside. I hope I answered your question. Just give me a second here to go to the next one. This is by somebody named Keen. Thank you for the $19.99 donation. And you right. I was not vegan for years, but at the start of 2026, I became vegan and it feels good. Can I hug you? Can I hug you, Keen? Want to give you a big hug. Can't see if you're saying yes or no. I'm going to just assume, because that's amazing. You came here. You paid $20 to tell people that you are vegan. This is a wonderful thing that you just did. It really is, because you are motivating so many people. I'm going to press a heart on your comment, and I'm going to press a thumbs up. And I want to thank you so much for being a kind person to help me as an animal rights activist and to write something so kind. So I'm going to give you a big hug, okay? Come in. Come here. Big hug for you, Keen. I hope you take your arms and give yourself a hug, okay? As if I'm giving you a hug. Pat on the back. Good job. Excellent. Guys here on TikTok, make sure you tap on the screen. Let's get this up by another 1,000 likes because we have so many kind people here. Look, Grace just wrote that she loves cows, for example. That's so wonderful. Tanner writes that he loves cows. He or she, I don't know if Tanner's a boy's name or a girl's name. Um, Daima says, I thought you died. Daima, you have to stop believing lies, okay? You can write, I heard you died, because that's a rumor. But if you say, I thought you died, you're showing me that you believed the rumor without checking, whereas I'm live all the time on so many times, different social media. Let me go to the next super chat here just real quick. This is a $9.99 one. It's a yellow one. It's going to stay on the screen, but not as long as I thought. So let's try and get to this one. Person's name is Fair Chase Outdoors. And Fair Chase Outdoors writes, Ma'am, no, M-A-M, ma'am, okay. Animals are food. Well, they are food to some animals, like lions. Lions eat zebras. Lions eat all kinds of different animals. Foxes eat animals. Coyotes eat animals. We do not have to eat animals. Animals are not our food. Animals are sentient beings who want to live. They have a right to live, okay? A cat is sometimes eaten in China, and I'm not okay with it. I think most of you are also not okay with it. Cat is not food, and a chicken is not food, and a pig is not food. Animals are not food. You are wrong. Animals are sentient beings who want to live. Sentient means they feel and they don't want to die, and they get very scared if you try to hurt them. So don't fucking hurt them. It's as simple as that. What is the other bullshit that you're writing? Your first part says, animals are food. They're not. Next part. And unborn babies are miracles. Unborn babies are not miracles. There's literally millions of them. Anybody can get anybody pregnant. It doesn't require a whole lot of skill. And I'm saying, though, that I'm absolutely against abortion past anywhere like 10 weeks. I think after that, it is really difficult, really terrible. Do I believe in abortion when there's something wrong with the baby? Yes. Do I think that women have a right to their own bodies? Yes. It's the woman's body. But if she is so stupid to get herself pregnant when she is not ready to be a mother, why would we want to force this person to be a mother? If a woman is too drunk or stoned and she gets pregnant and she's addicted to drugs or alcohol, why would we want to bring a baby into this earth, on this planet, who is going to have some mental challenges that are really difficult? I taught in a school, many schools, and I had 365 kids. I know, same as the amount of days in a year. I had the whole school, and I had certain classes with kids with learning disabilities because their mothers were drunk or stoned throughout the pregnancies. These poor kids, these poor children. So yes, I am for abortion at a young age, at a young stage rather, when they are just an embryo. But I'm also not for it. I'm for don't get pregnant. That's what I'm for. Do not put yourself in this situation. But it can happen. Sometimes things fail. Sometimes there are things that just don't work. We all know that. Let me go to the next super chat here. Thank you for what you wrote. I know that you feel strongly about this. Can I read the rest of it? Okay. Most animals are operating on instinct and they are to be treated with the utmost respect. Good. So you're vegan? I hope so. Good. What did you write? And should be happy and healthy until they're eaten. Why should they be eaten? Ridiculous. No, they shouldn't be eaten. Okay, let's go to the next super chat. I have something here. It's sort of like, oh, I can't try to get it. Okay, I got a turquoise one. I got to read it quick before it goes. It says, I like animals. Your sentence doesn't make sense, so I'm not going to read it out loud. You have to spell properly. You have to write a proper sentence. It doesn't make sense. It's just going to confuse people if I read it out loud, so I'm going to remove it. Write it again. Use proper grammar, spelling, capitalization, period at the end. You know, the stuff you learned in school. Now's the time. Okay, Colleen, thank you very much for the roses here on the screen. Thank you so much for being kind. If anybody wants to go to the top of the list here on TikTok to speak to me, what you have to do is you have to put some decorations in on the screen. Let me see if Colleen is somebody who I could talk to. Colleen is somebody who has 255 followers on TikTok. Here's what her bio says. Isla-May. Then it says anime. And then it says dance. Okay, so Isla is not showing me that she is somebody who is interested in helping others. She's talking about a kind of videos that she likes to watch, anime. Okay, you have a spot, Colleen, to write something in your bio that shows that you care about the world. It's called real estate. It's a space. So I want you to go back and write something like, don't hurt animals. I want you to write down, strive to be vegan. That's what your bio should say, Colleen. Let me go over here. Oh, we got a membership. Hey, thank you so much for becoming a member. Blue Squid, thank you so much. That's very kind of you. Nice. All right. Blue Squid, and thank you for the $4.99 donation in British money. Thank you for that. Guys, we only read one card so far. We're going to see if anybody on TikTok wants to come in and read, you have to put a decoration on the screen. It has to be substantial, so I know you're an adult. And your bio has to show that you care about something besides just anime or just your own whatever silliness, okay? We're here to become vegan teachers, and that's what I'm practicing here. This is what I'm helping you to practice to do, okay? So if you're not ready, you're just learning about veganism, not ready to be a teacher yet, don't come in. Don't come in if you can't read. You must be over 18. I'll read this one. Why do my parents and teachers still put cow's milk in their cereal and coffee? Seagulls I'm hearing outside. I'm here in Italy. When I look out my window, I see a beautiful mountain. And I'm also near the ocean, so I also hear seagulls occasionally. Okay, so question 232. Why do my parents and teachers still put cow's milk in their cereal and coffee? Let's read the answer. Because they're either cruel and don't care about the torture and murder in the dairy industry, or they might just not know yet what happens. But you now know. But you know now. So, I see, that's my dyslexia. I read those backwards. But you know now. So it's time for you to rise up and be the teacher. So you guys can be the teachers. You can help the animals. You can make sure that the mother cows have a right to stay with their babies. You can drink soy milk or oat milk instead. Okay? Thank you guys very much for being here. Thank you again for the $27 donation from Joshua. Really, really appreciate this. Oh, did you write another thing? Okay, right, you wrote something else. Okay, but in the winter time, we have blankets. Yes, and we do not breed them. Oh, you're talking about the chickens? Okay, we do not breed them. So maybe shut your fucking mouth about hurting chickens, as my have never been abused. Okay, as yours have never been abused. Okay. You have, in the winter, they have blankets. Okay. But do you eat these chickens? Do you eat them in the end? I don't understand what you're saying. You just happen to have a bunch of chickens around just for fun? I'm not sure I get it still. Okay. So you're right. They have never been abused and have huge fenced-in area to roam around, and they all trust me. They trust you. Great. They trust you. So you don't eat them, is that correct? I'm trying to understand what you're saying. On the one hand, you're saying you have this fenced-in area, and the chickens are treated nicely. And then you're saying also that you let them breed. So think about what you're doing there. If they are breeding, then at some point, there's going to be too many of them in that fenced-in area. And then what are you going to do, Joshua? Okay, I really don't understand what you're trying to say here, Joshua. I don't know what it is that you're saying. Okay, hold on. Let me see. It says here. Okay, that's the same one. Okay, but in the winter. Okay, it's the same super chat. Look, my point here, Joshua, is don't exploit the animals. Don't buy them. Don't sell them. Don't eat them, wear them, or use them. Okay, you can be a kind person. You don't have to hurt the chickens or any animals. All right, let's try another time on TikTok here. See if we got anybody else at the top of the list. We have got, thank you for the decorations, by the way, to Tommy, who just put the little roses and the little tofu thing before. I saw that out of the corner of my eye. Thank you, Jack, for being here. And to everybody who is subscribing, thank you guys too. Let me see what you say. Bella says hi. Hi, Bella. We got Corbin, who just joined. Trinity, thanks for joining here on TikTok. Guys, if you are just joining, I'm going to try to read your names out loud to thank you. Thank you for subscribing. We have Mia, thank you for being here. If you just subscribe now over on my YouTube channel, sorry, TikTok or YouTube, and repost, there's a great button, it's yellow, and it's a repost. And keep on tapping on the screen if you love animals. Okay. Hi, Harry, thanks for being here. I saw what you wrote. Thank you for the $4.99 chat over here on Super Chat on YouTube. Blues Squid SMP writes, let Colleen in. Who's Colleen? Let Colleen in. All right, let me see who's Colleen. Colleen, I guess, is somebody over on my TikTok channel. Let's see. Who is Colleen? Oh, I see somebody named Colleen, actually. And Colleen has 255 followers. But she likes anime. And I don't know what Isla Dashme is. Fine, I'll let her in. Let's see if she's going to be a kind person. Colleen.
Hello.
Hi, Colleen. Welcome to the live stream. Do you know how to read?
Yes.
Great. You have some background noise. What is that?
Oh, it's just my daughter's baby monitor. Hold on.
Okay, yeah, it has to be quiet when you come in to read, okay? Just, I don't want you to turn off your daughter's baby monitor if you need to hear whether she's okay or not.
I've got it low down so I can still hear her, but it's not distracting.
Okay. All right. So you ready to read the card?
Yes.
All right, thank you for being here. Question 233.
Do humans have rights to drink milk? Cow's milk. Answer, no. Sucking from an animal or touching her inappropriately is wrong. Just like doing it to a child is wrong. Always put yourself in the animal's place. If you wouldn't want to be touched like an object, don't do it to others.
Yeah, if you wouldn't want to be used as an object. Thank you for reading. Let me just read it again for the people here on YouTube. Do humans have a right to drink cow's milk? No. Sucking from an animal or touching her inappropriately is wrong. Just like doing so to a child is wrong. Animals are on the planet like children for us to protect. Thank you for coming. I'm just going to disconnect you, okay, Colleen, because I hear the background, unless you want to quickly just say something. Wait, do you want to say anything before going?
No.
No? Okay. Well, thank you very much for reading the card. I appreciate you. And I hope that you will write that you are vegan on your account soon so that I know that you're vegan. You can change your name to Colleen Vegan or Colleen for the Animals. That would be really helpful. You can easily change it in edit on TikTok, okay? So, sucking from an animal or touching her inappropriately is wrong. Just like doing so to a child is wrong. Always put yourself in the animal's place. If you wouldn't want to be used as an object, don't do it to others either. Animals are not objects. Cows belong to themselves. Cows are alive for their own reasons. Animals are here with us and not for us. All right. We're getting there. Let's see. Is this a super chat that I haven't read yet? Okay, we have a super chat here over on my YouTube channel. And it is, by the way, 6:05 in the morning here in Italy. The sun is starting to come up. The reason I've been doing this live stream is because I do live streams at all different times. I set an alarm, wake myself up at 4:30 in the morning sometimes in order to reach some of the people in the United States on the East Coast, like in New York or in North or South Carolina, Georgia, Florida, these places. They are 6 hours behind me in the time. Okay, Tim writes, if Josh doesn't buy them, it just leaves more for the corporations, right? If Josh doesn't buy them. I don't know what you mean. Tim, I don't know what you mean. Are we talking about the guy who has the chickens in his backyard? If he doesn't buy them. No, because people breed these chickens into existence. They breed the baby chicks and then they sell them to people so that they can kill them after, or they can exploit them for their eggs. Animals aren't vending machines. Animals aren't vending machines. We don't put food into them and then yank something out of them and steal from them. Their eggs belong to them. Their milk belongs to them. And honey, does honey belong to the bees or does honey belong to us? What do you think? Does honey belong to the bees or does honey belong to us? Let's see what you guys are writing. All right, nope, you got it wrong. Does honey belong to Carolyn? You got it wrong. Theo, you got it wrong. See who's got the answer right. Does honey belong to bees or does honey belong to us? Let's see who gets it right. Oh, Lion Butler got it right. Good job. Tap on the screen, guys, over here on TikTok. Tap it on the screen. Make sure you tap 100 times each, guys. Let's see what that's going to look like. Everyone here, he got the right answer. Let's go back over to YouTube and see. Does honey belong to bees or to us? Oh, who got it right? Iceland says me. No, doesn't belong to you. No. You guys, a lot of you guys don't know the lesson yet. Oh, here's somebody who knows the lesson. Ed Sella something Dana. I can't read it. It's too many letters all crowded together and it's so tiny. But yes, you got it right, okay? Honey belongs to the bees. Cow's milk is for baby cows. I hate to break it to you, but if your mama is not a cow, that milk is not for you. Cow's milk is for baby cows. I hate to break it to you. If your mama is not a cow, that milk is not for you. You were born vegan. Your mother's milk was meant for you. Your mother's milk. Because? Do you know why? Why is it okay to drink your mother's milk? Why is that vegan? Cow's milk? Drinking cow's milk, if you're a human, is not vegan. Why is it okay to drink cow's milk? I'm looking at your answers. Why is it okay to drink your mother's milk? Because it is. Good job. Exactly. It is not stolen. Thank you. What else are you guys writing? Why is it not okay to drink cow's milk, but it is okay to drink your mother's milk? Why? That's right, Spirit, because when you were a baby, your mother's milk belonged to you. You're not a baby, you're not a cow. Time to drink soy milk now. You're not a baby, you're not a cow. Time to drink soy milk now. And it's time to stop being racist towards the animals. This little girl is not racist towards anyone. That's called speciesism. She is not a speciesist. She is kind to all animals. She doesn't steal milk from the cow. She doesn't steal eggs from the chickens. She doesn't eat any animals. And none of you guys should be eating animals. You don't need to eat anyone. Cow's milk is for baby cows. Chickens have a right to their own bodies. If you don't eat cats, great. Good job, you're not eating cats. But then don't go ahead and eat a pig instead. That's not right. You guys understand? We need a vegan world, and it starts with people like you who are making the decision, regardless of how terrible society is. You've made the decision to be kind, to not hurt animals ever again. And I'm very proud of you for that. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you guys for sharing, by the way. Let me see what you guys are writing here. John says, who are you to tell me what to eat? Well, John, I'm a good person. And if somebody was trying to eat you, John, because remember, John, you're also an animal, right? I would defend you too. And I don't think you would be saying this at that time. You'd be saying instead, thank you so much, Miss Katie, for saving my life. You see, what you lack, John, is empathy. Okay, try to grow some empathy. Try to put yourself in the position of the victim. I know it's hard in this world full of selfish, narcissistic people who don't give a fuck about anything. And that's why I'm not happy living on this planet. Because the longer I live, the more I realize how cruel people are, how selfish, unkind, and just how despicable they are. But thankfully, there are some people who I can reach, who have a good heart, and who want to try to save the animals. And those are the people I'm talking to. The vast majority of people here do not give a shit about anyone but themselves. And I'm not in that category. I do care. I don't want any people to suffer. It makes me really sad if I see somebody suffering. I always want to run to help. That's why I was a nurse for 25 years. And I also want to help people just get healthy. And that is why I decided to become a school teacher, because I could start at a young age to teach children to keep the planet healthy and also themselves. Well, thank you, Maisie May, for the beautiful decoration. Thank you so much, Maisie, for the paper. You know what? I don't know. I don't really understand that decoration, actually. Like a paper, what is it, an airplane or something? Anyway. Thanks, Maisie. Maisie, I guess you want to talk to me. All right, let me see if I should talk to Maisie. Maisie has 181 followers, and Maisie doesn't have a bio, and I cannot tell what the picture is. It might be some sort of a building, but Maisie, I hope that you will make your account a vegan account soon, and that it will say Maisie May is vegan, or Maisie May for the animals. That would be great. In the meantime.
Hello.
Hi, Maisie May.
How are you?
Good, thank you. Here is your card to read.
Why do people kill all cows when they're still so young? Answer, because keeping them alive longer would cost more money. It's much easier to kill them young and just doing it over and over since they care about its profits. Oh, I have something to say. Is it okay to tell you?
Okay, hold on, Maisie, just a second. You seem like you're really out of breath. And I got
Sorry, I'm just in shock because you're really famous on here and you were talking to me right now, so I'm just shaking. Sorry.
No. Listen, Maisie, listen. You know what? Listen. Later today, okay, I'm going to sit on the toilet and I'm going to pee just like you. And I'm going to take a dump. I'm going to shit just like you. I'm no different than you. I've just been vegan. I've just been vegan longer. There's no reason, and this goes for everybody. If you meet a famous person, just realize they're not better than you. They're just. I'm just on a camera, okay? So hold on a second. Now, just a sec. Okay, I really want you to catch your breath, okay? So now when you read this, right, we're practicing to be vegan teachers, okay? So when you read a card next time, I want you to read it a little more slowly, not just like to try to get it over with. So if you see a period here, for example, you stop and in your head you count to 2. 1, 2, okay? So I would like, before you ask me whatever you want to say, I want you to try to read this card over again. Just imagine in the future you're a teacher like me, okay? You're on TikTok. You've got the camera on and you're teaching. So when somebody comes to read the card or when you're speaking, if you speak too quickly, people won't get it. Thank you, by the way, for all the decorations here on TikTok. That's awesome. Thank you for all the confetti and all this stuff. Okay,
I just saw this. Oh, yeah, I'll read it. Sorry, I'll read it.
We're gonna read. Oh, thank you. Thank you to the person who's putting all the confetti on the screen. Here you go.
Why do people kill all cows when they're still so young? Answer, because keeping them alive longer would cost more money. It's much easier to kill them young and just keep doing it over and over since all they care about is profits.
Right. So that's sad, isn't it? They kill them young. They kill the cows young, because a lot of times people, Maisie, people think that the animals are being killed at an old age or they're dying of old age. That's just not true. The meat industry has lied to so many people. I'm just one little creator here fighting against an entire industries who lie, who put ads out. When I first turned on my TikTok today, the first thing I got was an ad for McDonald's. It's so despicable and awful. And it's like happy music while they're showing dead bodies on a screen, shoved between two buns. And everybody is oblivious to it. That was someone. All right.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay,
I
go
watched
ahead.
one of your videos about a pig. You showed me a video of a pig shaking and getting so scared, and then I felt some sort of I just felt so bad. And then I was like, oh my god, like, what have I done? Like, it's one of your videos that I saw. It's a shaking pig shaking out of fear.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god, like, I do love the animals.
Good. I'm glad you like them.
Yeah.
You know what? Hold on one sec. I just saw a super chat go flying by, and it's a blue one or turquoise, so it doesn't stay very long. Hold on. A person write, do the plants don't feel pain? Okay. Breezy, thank you for your $2 donation here, and you're from Australia. That's cool. And I don't know what you mean, because you wrote, do the plants don't feel pain? Okay, so you have
Did
to.
you paint the background? What's on your wall? Did you paint it yourself?
Sweetie, you just interrupted me. I'm just talking to somebody over here. Just one sec. Yes, I did.
Okay, sorry,
But
sorry.
yes, I did. I'll talk about that in a sec. So, Breezy, you're asking me, do the plants don't feel pain? I don't know what you mean. I'm going to assume that maybe you're trying to say, do plants feel pain? And the answer is no. Plants don't feel pain. They don't have a brain. They don't have a nervous system, so it's okay to bite into them. You have a heart. You know where to start. So don't take too long and be vegan from now on. Be vegan from now on. Thank you, Breezy. All right, Maisie, you were asking me
Yes.
about, So I painted this.
It looks really good. I love it.
Thanks. It's just, random. It actually took a lot longer than I thought. And at one point, it started to go sideways. Like, if you look at it, it's actually going kind of like a bit uphill. Because I was trying to make it more flat, but
Can I turn my camera on or do you want it like this? It's up to you.
Normally I don't let people turn their cameras on because one
It's
time
okay.
somebody
okay.
somebody rubbed themselves inappropriately.
Oh, yeah, I understand.
And
That's a good idea.
I didn't really realize it because I was like talking like this. The person was rubbing himself, and I got my account banned for a week.
I am so sorry this happened to you. I am so sorry.
Yeah, vegan phobia
these
is
people
real.
are idiots. They're idiots. And they got your account banned because they want to. Yeah, I'm so sorry.
I couldn't do live streams for a week for something that I did nothing wrong. I didn't even notice that the person was there. Like, I didn't notice what was happening. And by the time I noticed, I was like, what the heck's going on? And I tried, I was sort of in shock, and then I turned it off, and it was too late. People reported it for nudity.
Oh my
but
goodness. They should be the ones banned, not you.
Yeah, we live in a crazy world where vegans are never rewarded for the work that they do and consistently punished. There's an expression in life that goes like this. No good deed goes unpunished. No good deed goes unpunished. So every time you try to do something good in the world, at some point, there's usually something bad that's going to happen. But that doesn't matter. You must be good anyway. Be good anyway. Be good when nobody's watching. Do not eat animals. Do not eat the donuts if nobody's watching. If they have cow milk in them or eggs in them, be good all the time.
Yes.
You can be tough. You can do good things.
Yes.
Thanks.
I also donated a lot of money to cancer. I just love to donate. Donate to people getting out of foster care and help them have a home before they are financially able to live on their own. Done that. I try to be the best person I can be. Also for the animals, so of course.
Yeah. So Maisie, I'm going to invite you to think about something, okay?
Yeah, sure.
So I think it's great that you've helped all of these different humans on the planet. But I'm going to invite you to think about the humans on the planet and how all the other humans are usually helping humans. There's very few people who are helping the animals. So if you have any money to donate, I invite you to go on the internet, find the local sanctuary near you where people just regular people who just happen to live in the country, they end up collecting animals because people abandon them. So they're good people. Like somebody like, I'm gonna kill my horse unless you take my horse. Okay, I'll take your horse. The next thing you know, well, like somebody's like, oh, I found this pig fell off a truck, was about to be murdered. Can you please take the pig? It's like, you have a home in the country. Like, okay. So then this is what happens, right? These people have these sanctuaries, but they don't have money to feed the animals. It's a wonderful just that they have them on their property, but they need money, like a lot of money. They got to buy hay.
Yes.
If the animals need to go to the vet. So I'm urging everyone, if you have any money, help the animals and the sanctuaries near you. Just find the sanctuary near you and donate. Try to help if you can. And
I like
also,
to volunteer to help the animals too. Sorry for interrupting. I'm sorry.
oh, it's okay. I talk a lot.
I'm a talker. I'm very social. Like, I try to be the best person I can be. I want to go vegan. I want to go vegan. Since I'm talking to you right now, I want to. I want to help the animals.
And you can do it. I'm going to give you a resource to help you, okay? I want you to go to this thing. It's called challenge22.com. They're going to challenge you to be vegan for 22 days. It's called challenge22.com. It's free, and they're going to give you recipes, and for 22 days they're kind of going to be your coach, so you don't feel like you're doing it alone. Sound good?
Okay. That sounds good.
I know you can do it.
Thank you. So what's it called? The site, 22 days?
Challenge22.com. Everyone, can you write it in the comments, please, guys? I would appreciate it. Just type challenge22.com.
I'll write it down. I'm going to find a pen.
Yeah, you know what? I should get a card that says challenge20. I have some of them that say it on there.
May I take a screenshot really quick?
Sure. Okay. You want a
I hope
screenshot?
that's okay.
I'll give you a screenshot of the card that you read. There.
Okay, I'm going to take this.
There you go. There's a memory. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Don't forget to start making videos on TikTok so you can practice to be a vegan teacher. I have loads of songs at the top. You go on the top, you type in That Vegan Teacher Miss Katie, and you can find my songs, and you could, there's 15-second songs that you can just make quick videos to. Really easy.
I will.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming in, and have a great vegan life. Oh, I'm so sorry. You were in the middle of a sentence. Okay, somebody's writing. Thank you very much for writing challenge22.com, guys. Keep spamming that. It is a great way to help remind people that cows are good. Yes, cows are good. You're right. So thanks everyone for being here. Our class is over for now. I was going to say for the day, but no, I'll always do several lives in a day. If you are here on YouTube, don't forget to press the notification bell. Press the notification bell so you don't miss the next one going forward. I want to thank everybody here who donated money to help to sustain me here as a teacher, to help me to buy some food and pay the bills. Really appreciate you guys. And thank you also to everybody here on TikTok. Thank you for following me. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys on TikTok later on in the day, okay? Big hug to you guys. I love you for trying to be as vegan as possible. And you guys on YouTube as well. Thank you very much for coming. Big hug. Thank you so much. Oh, I think I had a last second super chat. Okay. I'm not sure what thank you for the $2 donation. I don't know what you mean. KYS. I don't know what that means. Sorry. But thank you for being here. Thank you for the $2 donation. Class is almost over on YouTube. Unless you have one last minute super chat that you want to put in, something you want to say to me. If there's something that you've been dying to say, you want to put a super chat in, you have another 1 or 2 minutes for that. For those of you who don't yet know, this is what vet-approved vegan dog food looks like. I buy this for my dog Bella. She is a vegan dog, and she's completely healthy. So make sure you get vet-approved vegan dog food so that you don't have to pay for murder. You just order it online. And you just start to integrate it with your dog's food a little bit at a time, gradually, until you phase out the other food. All right, another super chat here. Thank you to Uzu. And this person writes, during med school, I rescued a kitten and took care of her for years. Then got married, and my wife made me give her away. And I now resent her. Am I wrong? No. No, you're not wrong. You're sad because your kitten was like your child. I get it. I'm sorry to hear that happened to you. But I don't really know the reasons. Was she allergic to the cat? What was the reason that she did that? You got married, your wife made you give her away. Well, listen, here's what I suggest, okay? You are married. You're married. This is something that happened. When you got married, your wife made you give away the kitten or the cat at that point, and you feel sad and you miss the cat. But since there's no way to get the cat back, and in all honesty, if you're saying that she made you do it, you did have a part in that. You could have really said, I'm just refusing. This cat is like my child, and I'm not marrying you if you want me to get rid of this cat. Or I don't know, maybe you had the cat, you got the cat after, I don't know. But I'm going to encourage you not to be resentful is what I'm saying, okay? I do get it, and I empathize with you. If somebody made you give away your cat, our pets are like our children. Dogs, cats, we love them. But in the same way, we should extend that same love to all the other animals on the planet. Just because we don't know somebody doesn't mean that we should hurt them. So I want you to take care of yourself. I want you to change the name on your channel because you were saying here, during med school. I assume that you're still a med student or a doctor. Do you know how much you could help the animals right now? A lot, right? You can, whatever your name is, doctor, whatever, people are going to think you're talking about people, but then you can talk a lot about animals. You can say, I'm here to represent the animals because of what happened to you with your cat, okay? Thank you very much for coming, everybody. Thank you so much for being kind to the animals. Big hug to everyone who's suffering right now. I don't want anyone to suffer. I don't want you to suffer. And I don't want the animals to suffer. So be as vegan as possible to make this world a better place. And I'll see you guys all later on in the day. So I'm doing another live stream then. Bye.